Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. Mira. Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing tootsie slides in both ears. Dice rolling on the Las Vegas Strip tonight. Slip that on and we might miss the fight. Fuck a night, I keep the guala in my shorty bag. You know she one of mine when she tattooed that ass. I'm a lover boy, she love the toys. Keep it coming, you a rider. This that roll myself a J and count my figure shit. This that stepping out, I feel like I'm that nigga shit. I drop 30 on this room, we ain't gon' sleep for shit. If I catch you nodding off, then it's gon' be some shit. Well, you can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. A young stunner, till I die. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. A young stunner, till I die. Fuck it, I just run it up before I go. Would you tell the world my secrets if I let you close? MIA, you sending action. These days no kumbaya, niggas be blasting. Living in the midst of this shit might drive you mad. Feeling pretty mixed up, but this life shit ain't.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Manny. We're back at it again with another video, and it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, I'm back. I know it's been a hot minute since I recorded a video. I know the last time I said I was coming back and I failed you guys. I'll be honest, I failed you guys. A lot of stuff was going on mentally, and a lot of things were going on in my personal. I was supposed to build off the momentum off the last video, which I gotta thank you guys because the reception on it was great. I got a lot of feedback, and I appreciate you guys for giving me your feedback. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to build off that momentum that I got from that video. Like I said, I apologize. As I said as well, it was because I was dealing with a lot of mental and just stuff personally that, you know, just didn't put me in that right headspace to make videos. And honestly, that's really why I haven't been posting. And that's really why I decided to do something about it.
Just do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna be.
When I looked up the definition of promises, it said it's a declaration or assurance that one will certainly do, give, or refrain from doing something. And if you want more, it also says it establishes a foundation of trust stemming from expectations that a specific action or outcome will occur in the future. As humans, we make a lot of promises, sometimes more than we can realistically keep. That's a problem because our words carry weight. For example, imagine someone asks if you can take them to McDonald's. You reply, "I can't today, but I'll take you tomorrow. I promise." When tomorrow comes, however, you don't take them. Chances are, that person will feel disappointed, frustrated, or even hurt. Not because of the trip to McDonald's itself, but because a promise was made and then broken. Now imagine doing that to yourself. Not keeping promises to yourself can have a significant impact on who you are as a person. Just as breaking promises to others can damage trust in a relationship, breaking promises to yourself can damage the trust you have in your own word. When you repeatedly tell yourself you're going to do something and then fail to follow through, you begin to lose confidence in yourself. Over time, this can affect the way you think, feel, and act. You may start doubting your ability to accomplish goals, becoming less disciplined, or stop taking your own commitments seriously. On the contrary, keeping promises to yourself builds self-respect, confidence, and discipline because it reinforces the belief that your word has value. But like I said, consistently breaking those promises can lead to frustration, disappointment, and a weaker sense of self-trust. In many ways, the relationship you have with yourself is built on those promises you keep. For some context, during the early stages of my breakup, I lost a lot of self-respect. I was the one who ended the relationship because I believed it was the right decision and that it would help me grow. However, only a few days and weeks later, I found myself wanting her back. In the process of trying to get her back, I overlooked things that hurt me and ignored what I knew deep down. Even though I had my reasons for ending the relationship, I kept pushing for something I had already decided wasn't right for me. Looking back, that's when I realized I had lost respect for myself. In the end, she didn't take me back and eventually moved on. The months that followed were filled with both high and lows, but they also forced me to reflect on who I was becoming. After one of those said low points, I'm not gonna lie, I asked ChatGPT what I could do to regain my self-respect. One of the suggestions it gave me was to start keeping promises to myself. The idea behind this was simple. When you keep the commitments to yourself, you build trust in your own word. Over time, that trust develops into confidence, discipline, and self-respect because your actions begin to match what you say you're gonna do. At the time, I read through the advice and examples it gave me, but I didn't start implementing them into my life right away. However, the funniest thing in my opinion was what actually got me started. One day I was at the mall with my mom and sister while they were shopping for my sister's wedding. Since they were busy looking at things, I decided to walk around by myself. The first store I stopped in was Hollister. I was picking up a few things for the summer, and when it came time to check out, the cashier happened to be a girl. She was a Latina, she was pretty, and for some reason, my usual calm and friendly demeanor completely disappeared. Instead, I found myself feeling surprisingly nervous. What surprised me was that even after everything that I had been through, I could still talk to and flirt with girls that I found attractive. My confidence had definitely taken a hit after the breakup, but there was still a little bit left. For some reason though, this girl was different. I was calm on the outside, but I felt incredibly nervous. It probably didn't help that she kept doing the hair behind the ear thing. And if you know, you know. By the end of the day, I had gone back into that store 3 different times. Not my proudest moment, but definitely have to be admitted. Yeah, I never asked for her Instagram or number. That left me feeling disappointed in myself. Not because she might have said no, but because I never gave myself the chance to find out. Luckily, I ran into my friend at the mall that day, and we both ended up talking about the situation. Both of us agreed that I needed to focus on myself for a while. She came to that conclusion on her own experiences, while I came to it after reflecting on my past. Back then, I had gained a lot of weight since 2020, and I wasn't happy with where I was. That changed when I started going to the gym. As I became more consistent, my confidence began to grow. By the summer of that year, if I saw a girl I found attractive, I would usually go up and ask her for her Instagram. Sometimes I got rejected, and sometimes I got it. But the point was that I wasn't afraid to try. I felt so confident in myself during that period that when it came time to text my ex for the first time, I wasn't nervous. Looking back, I realized that confidence came from focusing on myself and keeping the promises I made to improve my life. So I decided not to wait and just jump right in. I'm still in the process of rebuilding myself, but I've learned to take it one promise at a time. For example, one of the promises I made to myself is to drink only water 6 days a week. It hasn't always been easy. I've been offered plenty of my favorite drinks, and there have been times when I really wanted to say yes. Instead, I've had to turn them down and stick to the commitment I made. At the end of the day though, I'm proud that I kept my word. It's a small promise, but every time I follow through, it reinforces my self-discipline and self-respect. And because of that, the 7th day, when I allow myself to enjoy one of those drinks, feels so much more rewarding. I've talked a lot about girls throughout this story, but I'm not doing this for them. I'm not rebuilding myself to get women or gain someone's approval. I realize that if I'm only growing for someone else, that I'm not truly growing for myself. This time, I want my motivation to come from within. I want to become a better, more disciplined person because it's what I want for my own life. As for you guys, this might be something you're struggling with too. If it is, I just want you to know that you're not alone. I'm right there with you. I want to grow alongside you, and I want all of us to become better people together. We've got this. We have to focus on building better habits one step at a time. At the end of the day, rebuilding self-respect doesn't happen overnight. It comes from making promises to yourself and following through on them. I'm still a work in progress, but with every promise I keep, I become a little more confident and disciplined. If you're on a similar journey, start small, one promise at a time, one day at a time. Before you know it, those small changes can make a big difference.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Something light, something calm, wasn't nothing too crazy, just to build the momentum back, after a little hiatus. But at least it's not like a year, feel me, or at least it's not like 8 months. I'm coming back pretty early, and like I said, hopefully we continue on the grind, we continue doing what we're doing. And like I said, shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all, the audience. And yeah, let's keep on growing together, guys. Let's keep on growing. At the end of the day, there's not just videos, but there's documentation, feel me? So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, deuces.
Well, you can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. A young stunner till I die.